Hello, David and Amy. This is me up on the roof earlier today at your inspection. There's the main sewer stack dropping in. We get a little foggy. I don't know if it's because it was colder outside, kind of mid to lower 40s. And then dropping into a warmer pipe, it fogged up the lens, or if it was cobwebs as I drop down. So potentially the first, or not potentially, the first probably 40 or 50 feet of this is obscured because the lens looks like that. Once I get into some water, it'll wash off. On the back end, as I'm pulling back or coming back from the end of the run, you get a good view of the cast iron sections. You get a little bit of a view here. I mean, the big takeaway is that we're not holding any water. You've got typical or expected corrosion in the pipe. Cast iron pipe is going to corrode on the interior side. So you'll get a little bit of buildup, potentially in. I'm gonna say come back and revisit the pipe in a couple of years, see what it looks like. There we go. Just in time for a quick transition into. This is concrete or transite pipe, most likely. So an asbestos pipe or concrete with. Asbestos fibers infused in it. It's in good condition. I don't see any issues. A little bit of chipping around some of the connection points. Nothing crazy, no roots growing in, no failure or anything like that. All in all, it looks pretty darn good. And again, water's flowing. At this point, I've got the kitchen sink running at a moderate pace. Generally, usually I'll like to push out dry without running any water. Just one, because the camera head does tend to get mucked up with dirty water. I'd rather see everything that way first. And if I need to, then I'll turn on more water. In this case, just because it's a long run, and also after dropping down, roughly 25 feet or so. Now here's the transition to clay. You get a little bit of root growth coming in here. Some chips around this opening. It almost looks like the end of that pipe is a little bit compressed, but hard to say for sure. Clay sections look really good. Normally you're going to have roots growing in. You get a couple little tendrils here and there like those guys, but nothing at all to be concerned about. The unknown quantity at this point is, if they've cleaned the pipe relatively recently, and did they have the line cleaned out? Were there roots previous to, and they just cleaned it out prior to listing the house? Again, that's the unknown at this point. But the clay section again look really good. No big offsets, no separation between lengths. Clay pipe sections are just pressure fitted together. There's no adhesive or mechanical connection or anything like that. They're just fitted together. So good. So getting a little bit challenging to push at this point, just because what I was saying earlier, you've got a 25-foot drop down, and then pushing out another 100 or so feet gets a little bit difficult to get the camera head moving. What's going to happen here shortly, I wish I would have stuck with it, another 3 feet. That's the city connection up ahead. But I'm going to jump down off of the roof, figuratively speaking. I'm going to turn on the kitchen sink full blast, and then the upstairs bathroom sink. I'm going to turn that on as well. just to get a higher volume of water, and that'll help me push through the final few feet here to get to the city connection. Um, the other big positive is I'm running a decent amount of water right now, and you can see there at the bottom of your screen that everything's flowing really nicely. No backups, and then even on the way back, I left the water running as I was pulling back. Everything was flowing freely. There were no backups. Didn't go underwater. Maybe a little bit, but nothing that would warrant any kind of concern. So bear with me here just a second. We'll get to that city connection. Again, I've just got to jump down off the ladder and then come back up again. All right, so I'm back, moving the camera a little bit. It's a little easier, even though the big flood of water hasn't quite yet reached us. And there you have it. There's the city line, your entrance into the city. Tap, good clean connection, no roots, no damage at this point. All in all, good looking pipe, no visible damage. And again, you'll see that beginning section of pipe on the way back. Feel free to keep watching the return journey if you'd like. Look through your written report just for descriptions, recommendations, things like that. And as always, don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions.